Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Anime Nights. My name is Lady Frey Frey, and today's topic at the Nights Roundtable is relationships.
Woo!
Hello everyone, Gingerbread Man here.
Lady Megatron.
The Black Star.
Lady Freya, Frey Frey!
Alright, welcome back. We are at episode 2. Woo!
Alright.
Yeah. This is
Yeah!
I figure we worked out the kinks in the first episode. Now,
Hopefully.
now we move on to number 2.
And we're back.
So, as Lady Frey Frey say, we are doing relationships. Fun.
I don't know if relationships are all that much fun.
Yep. So, I know we were doing relationship. I decided, you know what? It'd be interesting to Google how are dating habits in Japan. I figure, it will be similar to how it is in all the anime, right? You figure relationships in comic books are like how it is in America. Dating habits in Japan should be how it is in anime. So, this is a few rules I found on the website exploringtokyo.com. You should go check it out. It was pretty fun.
Are they paying you for this endorsement?
No.
Oh.
Ow.
We'll look into that.
Yes, but you always quote your source.
Nice.
That's
Good
what
call.
you do. So, Lady Megatron, read the rules.
Alright, so here are the rules. So the rules are going to be from both men, women, and then from both men and women the same rule. So the first rule is from a man in Japan. It's before you kiss or try anything physical, you must communicate your feelings. For example, you would say something like, I like you and I think you're lovely. For a rule for women would be, don't be touchy-feely with him as he'll think you're a whore and just after his trousers snake. Okay. And it says the same rules still apply in Japan. The men must make the first move and the women must first give him the sign that she's interested. Okay then.
Does she notice his trouser snake before she does anything with him? Is that part of the rules?
Maybe we should pose that question to our viewers,
Yes.
to our listeners. The next rule is for both men and women, and it's don't be fast. Give your partner several dates in order to start developing and showing feelings for you. The next rule is for just men. Control yourself. I can definitely see this one. Japanese girls are notoriously easy for various reasons, including the cultural subservience to men. And if you put enough pressure on them, they will give it up to you. So show them some respect and wait until the moment is right for both of you. Another rule that both of them listen to is that you don't count on the phrase I love you to have the same weight that it does in the Western hemisphere.
It doesn't mean anything in this side of town either.
We'll just keep moving on. It is no longer the end all of your arsenal. Instead, you'll have to come up with something more lengthy and creative to describe your feelings, such as, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, etc., etc., etc. So those are some of the rules that were found on this website by Gingerbread Man.
Yes. Yeah, I read those. I thought they were interesting, and I wanted to know what the Knights thought about those. Remember, these are our perspective for if you were going to date a Japanese woman or a Japanese man. These are rules you're supposed to follow. If you're, I figure if you're Japanese, you already know these rules, but if you're a foreigner and you're trying to date somebody who's Japanese, these are the rules you got to follow. So, anything stand out?
You seem pretty similar to American culture, not just specifically Japanese culture. It seems pretty similar to what I would expect, or what my dad or mom would tell me, in a less zesty way.
Less zesty way.
And I think it kind of is almost an example of how it used to be in our culture, in, I guess, the American culture. But I feel like now, in the 21st century, women are becoming more forward and aren't as intimidated to make that first move. They are not waiting for the men to initiate it. So I do feel like that is kind of a difference. We're not as traditional as we used to be, where these rules would have definitely applied to all of us. But now I feel like they're, one by one kind of being pushed under the rug.
Really? Huh. I'm shocked that everybody was not shocked by the rules.
It seems pretty similar to what.
No
what I
touchy
would say.
feely. I thought in the West you were encouraged to hold your girl's hand, walk shoulder to shoulder, hug her, kiss her. Isn't that something you were encouraged?
I don't know about you guys, but I'm fond of the go to the movies and you yawn and put your arm over. You gotta do the move. You know how to do that move. It's not a real date.
I mean, the parrot, I think they say it's like, what? Do you want the period on this shoulder or this shoulder? That's what I learned my 8th grade cousin.
You got to do the yawn. You just yawn. The yawn just goes over.
I grew up in a military family where my parents prepared me for everything, for potential rapes, murders, someone coming to our house. Before I went on dates, my family prepared me. This is what a boy's going to try to do with you. I didn't have a lot of dates.
Oh, my.
That's awesome.
Y'all thought that better than I thought. Y'all really worldly people. Like, I got shocked. Okay.
We're very accepting.
What do Black Star is anything that seems like really anime?
I guess in my case, I would say, if you see something you want, you take it. You don't wait for it. You don't wait for it to come to you. You're going to lose it. You go for it.
That is not anime.
Yes, it is. Every anime. Okay, think of this. Okay, for anime-wise, every anime character you see, if it was a woman or a man, if they wanted the guy, like, for instance, we can go with Hinata. She was shy the whole time, but she finally came forward. Naruto never came forward with Hinata. She had to do it.
Naruto did came forward. Did you watch the same movie?
No. Before the movie, though. The first time this ever happened was the war. No, not the war, it was pain.
Okay, I got you.
So, it depends. It's a situation. Sometimes the women have to do it, sometimes the men have to do it, because men were oblivious to a lot of things that we can't help it. You gotta knock us straight.
Okay. Oh, I guess. Anything else?
Okay, I had one more thing to add. So I'm referring to the rule of saying don't count on the phrase "I love you" to have the same weight as it does in the West. As my microphone drops to the floor. Don't worry, I'm okay. Okay, so back to this. I feel like the Western world is overusing the word "I love you." I know, Gingerbread Man, you and I have talked about this quite frequently. I feel like people now say it out of more of habit rather than feeling. And so, every day before you leave the house, say, I love you. And I understand the meaning behind it and why people get in that habit of saying it. But I feel like we really need to stop overusing that word, because our children are starting to pick up on it, and they're starting to not realize like what that truly means and what's connected to what I love you actually means in our culture. So I feel like things are definitely changing around that phrase.
I love hot sauce.
Boo.
I would like to try and see hot sauce get intimate with you, Black Star.
Ooh, good turnaround.
I have.
You ever say me and play the chicken?
I have seen him gotten really
Okay,
into hot
here
sauce.
comes another stereotype.
Oh my god.
Good discussion. So let's move on to our first question. Black Star.
Question number 1 for everyone viewing our podcast. Is the chase more fun than the catch?
Ooh. We always wanted to. I remember mentioning this in our first production meeting that we wanted to do this. And I have a theory and why a lot of people find the chase way more fun than the catch.
What's your theory?
My theory is that the chase is all fantasy. Because when you do the chase, you're not dating a guy.
Literally or figuratively?
It's all fantasy. I mean, before you date the guy or the girl, you imagine what they could be and you date them. For women, they might think, well, he is compassionate. He listens to you. He actually cares if you tell a story about how much money you save on this discount. Like, for men, they would think that, well, you know what? She's willing to give it up often. But no, that's not the case when you finally catch them. You realize that, you know what? He don't really care about your discount stories. Like, you could care less about that discount story. Women, I'm a little too tired. Can we do it later? And this is why a lot of people find the chase better than the catch. Cinderella, Prince Charming thing. Everybody see Prince Charming as this nice guy. not knowing that Prince Charming would be a jerk. And this is my theory on why the chase is better than the catch.
To go off the fantasy thing a little bit, it's kind of like me being a fisherman. When you go fishing, you catch something on the line.
Do you fish?
Yeah, I actually do.
Oh, okay.
When you go fishing, you get something on the line. You want to know what kind of fish it is. It feels big. It feels strong. You get all the way up, and it's something really small. And that is what she said.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Well played. Well played.
So, anybody else? You think is that why you feel like you like the chase more than the catch? Or am I wrong?
I think that there is an element of fantasy where I don't know about anybody else, but sometimes I'll envision, like, oh, this guy, him and me, we're going to make out, we're going to make sweet, passionate love, and he's this, and he's going to hold me and cuddle me, and we're going to spoon, and we're going to do this all day long. When in actuality, no, he's got his own shit going on, and he wants to kick you out of his house.
Personal!
The truth! Speak, sister, speak!
See, I had the drug Marla 2 minutes later. It's all over. It was a quick session.
Okay, he gets to the sex joke.
Okay, come on. Let's keep it moving. I was gonna say about the catch or the chase being more interesting than the catch is because you're in a fantasy world, like we're all saying, but you're really experiencing that honeymoon period where you're not really showing each other's true colors because you don't truly know somebody until you've been with them for years, and even then, you don't ever truly know somebody. So I feel like someone can put a front on for that, that chase that you're having and just, escape reality together and live in your own little bubble. But then when you have to break out of your bubble into reality and face, a real life situation, then that's how your true colors come out and how then the chase is not as appealing when it is morphing into that catch once you've been committed. So I feel like that definitely is how things have been for me.
Well, I agree. So I'm guessing. So for Lady Megatron and Lady Frey Frey, let them know the anime aspect of the catch. Most anime focus mostly on the chase. That's the thing. They'll spend the whole season, the whole series of one guy or this girl trying to get with this guy. And the series would end, with a big kiss, and then they flash like 10 years in the future and they have kids.
Naruto.
But that's usually how it works. I can guess it's a similar with any movie and any kind of romantic comedy. It's kind of similar where they show more of they trying to get together than what actually happened. And so, like I said, I believe that's why those writers do that, because the normal anime otaku could visualize himself as that anime character chasing after the girl. That's all. That's pretty much having the confidence to do that. Or the girl can envision herself, going after that guy. Envision that, well, if I get him, he could be, somebody who she can mold or something like that.
Well, and I feel like, although I haven't watched anime much, I feel like a guy would do some crazy action to get the girl's attention, like save her from a possible rape. Is he going to be doing this every day? No, but those couple times really make that difference.
Yeah, let's give y'all a reference. Lady Frey Frey, let's watch the first 18 minutes of Ninja Scroll. First 18 minutes. She probably can get through it.
That's all you need.
But she's going to watch the rest, but she gets to go through the first 18 minutes of Ninja Scroll. So that's where the reference came from.
Yeah, but see, in her mind, she's like, oh, he did this. In reality, he's not going to do this every day.
Okay, I got you.
Hello.
All right, so I can tell you why. Personally, I always prefer the catch than the chase, because I figured reality to me is always more fun than fantasy, because I'm not a fan of the concept of perfection. I prefer the concept of improvement. I like where, as a couple, you grow together, you get better. This might not work now, but you work this out, you compromise, and you get better at it. And that's my thing, is that I always want to live my life improving if I feel like to a point and I'm too perfect, like it's like playing a video game. If you are perfect at the video game, you don't play it anymore. You're done. And that's why I feel like life, I always prefer the concept of improving. That's why I always like if I had to watch those romantic comedy with Lady Megatron, I gotta rather watch the ones with they meeting the parents, they're already married or they're engaged and they're gonna meet the parents and they gotta figure those out. Because those are like more realistic concepts where how you can handle actually their family and those little things like, kids. And I found like a more interesting storyline than the fantasy of, well, everything's gonna go perfectly.
That's deep, yo.
Alright.
Are you saying that just because I'm here?
No.
Well, that was really sweet and deep.
Okay. That's exactly what I was going for.
Aww.
Anybody have anything else to add to that?
Nope.
I
Good.
think you pretty much summed it up and nobody wants
I
to
don't
follow
think
that.
anyone can follow that romantic sentiment that you just made.
I mean, I can be goofy and be me if you want me to, but that's coming up soon.
Alright. And with that, we transition to our new segment, A Moment with Black Star.
Dun, 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 dun. I feel like we should have some mood music or something here.
Let your soul
Oh, wow! That was a lot of mood.
Thank you, Brother Richard. I'm Black Star, and today we're talking about anime battles. What is your best anime battle, Brother Richard?
Naruto vs. Neji.
Why is that?
I felt like that was the most realistic ninja fight there is. Naruto was scared of Cell because he didn't want Neji to hit him. Neji was overconfident because he had way better tools. I found it as a more interesting fight.
For me, it'd be the anime called Scared, or as in its written term, as Cryed. The final fight, it was destined to happen from beginning to end, but they never showed it. They would have been friends. They admitted they would have been friends. They would have met in different terms, but it was like the biggest fight of the whole anime. Lasted 30 minutes. Ended the anime. It was over. One person won. One person died. Good way to end it. Not all animes end that way. They always end some kind of romantic, sensual way. But the anime, they stuck to the core. Someone died. Someone had to go. And that's a moment with Black Star.
Isn't that my love life?
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay, Black Star. I know when I told you to do it, I thought you can go relationship wise, but okay, battles. Awesome.
And he had to get off his chest.
Yeah, he had to get it off his chest.
Every week is something different.
And
Maybe
that's...
and for his relationships, this was a really big deal.
You never know.
And that's A Moment with Black Star.
Thank you. I'll be here all week.
I hope not.
So, now, we move on to the second question. Lady Frey Frey?
Why are bad or abusive relationships in the media entertaining?
Yes. I have noticed that. I was like watching a YouTube video. Her name is Lacey Green. And she was talking about how bad of a role model the Twilight stars were. And then I started thinking like, that was like a really popular show. And then she mentioned how bad Christian Grey was in 50 Shades of Grey. And I was like, that was a really popular movie. And I was trying to figure like how many movies are like that. And then I started watching anime and I realized, most of the anime, how girls punching the hell out of the guys. That's very abusive.
That's real life.
No.
I hope not.
I hope not. And so, and I realized that like a lot of the things we watch are entertaining is all based on either bad relationships or abusive relationships. Why do we find it entertaining? Like, seriously.
So, me being a reality TV junkie, I'm attracted to these different shows that do display some type of bad relationships, as evidenced by Teen Mom and some of the relationships in that show. I feel like I watch these reality shows to escape reality, and because my world is so different from that, it is entertaining to me, and it makes me really appreciate what I have even more. But I know that it's not maybe the healthiest thing to do, and if you were actually experiencing these abusive and just flat out bad relationships, I feel like you'd probably have a different perspective on these type of shows, because it's probably re-traumatizing you if you have been traumatized in those situations before.
Or you think it's normalized?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. It could be normalized behaviors, and so that's maybe why I like it too. I don't know.
I guess I have an additional question in regards to that. Who determines whether a relationship is bad or abusive? Does the couple determine it, or do society determine it?
Society.
That's a very good question. I would agree that society does, unless it really unless like outside members of somebody's family or other people start telling somebody it's not okay, or when the person realizes that. I feel like a lot of times in relationships, people are out, yes, for the relationship, but basically to get what they want out of the relationship, whether it be love, affection, that, just having a significant other. And so a lot of times I feel like people can be manipulative, which I guess can be seen as abusive or bad, but if that works for the other person, then who's to say that that's bad?
Okay. For example, Lady Megatron loved the Kardashian shows, right? But, okay, like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West are together. Some people consider it a bad relationship. Why? Don't they seem happy? Don't it seem like they have some kind of understanding? Why is it considered a bad relationship? Like, who determines that?
So being the reality TV junkie I am and watching that family, I don't know if I really like that family for some reason. I don't support a lot of things they do, but it's entertaining to me. But I could see that people would see their relationship as not necessarily abusive, but people almost feel like Kanye's brainwashing Kim because he controls like what she wears and what she says and how she acts. Personally, I feel like she's finally found someone who she truly admires and she respects in a relationship, and so they are growing together as a couple, and it may look like she's morphing into more of like his puppet, but I think he's also softening up as a result of her. So I feel like it does appear as that type of relationship, but I don't think it's to that extent. But then again, I don't know them, so I don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
I agree. So, I know, just to bring anime into this, there is a certain female character they call Yandere. And the whole point of the character is that she's supposed to be an attractive girl who's nice on the outside, but are willing to kill you if you mess up. And, I mean, literally kill you. I'm talking about just...
I don't even know this, but I like this girl already.
Like, and there are otakus who love this kind of character, and they want to be with a sexy girl if you talk to another girl who will be willing to stab you. And I think they find that hot. And I don't know why it's that hot and entertaining. That is scary as hell. I don't know why people find that entertaining, but yeah. There's an anime called Future Diary. You should watch it, Blackstar. And one of the creepiest thing ever, I'm going to show y'all a scene, is that where the main male character saw the girl who's into her had some dead bodies in our house, and normal person, he ran away. And she came to the door, he looked through the keyhole, and she was like, "I'll see you tomorrow, honey." And I was like, that's some creepy crap right there. But that's a really popular anime. That's some creepy stuff.
Did he know that there are dead bodies in her house?
He saw it, and he ran away. That's why he ran away. He saw it.
I guess to name another anime with abusive relationship is Fairy Tail. Me and Ginger Man was talking about this before. Erza. She's this strong, badass woman that anytime another man sees her, they get intimidated and scared by her. But then she meets a guy from her past, and she's become this soft, delicate woman who's this emotional as all ever. I'm getting looks from Lady Megatron over here. But
I'm just listening.
Okay. So she's this tough, strong woman who no one can knock her down. But then she sees this one man from her past, and she just falls apart. She unravels, I should say. Another word, better word to say it. And I feel like if actually, you know what? I thought I was going with this. So
Was she abusive? And then all of a
No,
sudden,
I was letting them go, but I don't know.
She was.
I wasn't
She was
abused.
abusive to not doing great. Every time they got into a fight, she knocked him out.
Well, okay, she treated them more like it was a bit different type of abusive thing. It's like it was like brother sisters relationship.
It's still abusive.
That was so abusive.
Exactly.
Let's beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, who are brothers? You now fight with your brother and your sister?
But how is that different than if you beat the shit out of
didn't
your
knock him out.
significant other?
How's that not? That's totally different.
Not to another person.
Totally different. Also, do you have brothers and sisters?
I have a little sister. I used to lock her in the rock house, which was the food pantry. It had rocks on the floor because it kept it cool, and it was a cement room, and I would lock her in it. And yes, I now consider that abusive because she would cry and scream.
Wow.
I'm sorry, my sister. I did this kind of a lot.
Where were your parents?
My parents didn't leave us with a babysitter. We lived in the country. Who's gonna know alone?
Wow.
That's bad. I guess I can say one more thing though. Is with me being in criminal justice, there's a quote that was said, and it kind of goes perfect with abusive relationships. Is that if it's not legal, is it still wrong?
Yeah.
If it's not
Yeah.
If it's
legal.
not illegal, is it still wrong?
Oh, if it's not illegal, is it still wrong?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on your views.
That's society views. That's what I have.
Yep.
It's just all norms. Like some.
Topic for next time.
Yep. So like I say, some cultures are okay with women being in the kitchen cooking. Some
Mhm.
cultures, hell no. That's just how it works, right?
Yeah, like this culture.
Like this culture. Oh, yeah. Right?
That's why I don't cook, right?
Yeah. All right. Anybody want to add anything else to add to that? Okay. Quiz time.
Woo! I like quizzes.
I always get a C.
Those are always all the circles I fill in and all the tests is what I'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, to the Knights. The quiz is based on I'm gonna name countries. You gotta tell me if this is a real country
Oh god, I'm terrible at this.
I'm good at geography. Fly.
or is this an anime country?
Can we use Google?
No. First country, the Bahamas.
Real.
Fake!
I think Brother Gingerbread Man was born here, so real.
Well, obviously I know it's real, but...
Okay then. Yeah, everybody got the first one right. Warming it up.
Wow.
Okay. Christmas Islands.
Real.
Yeah.
Not real.
Real country, it's Southeast Asia.
Nice job, Meg.
We caught it this time.
We sure did.
Amestris.
What was that?
Fake. Anime
A
country.
mistress?
Amestris.
That's anime.
A mistress?
A mistress.
Fake.
Yes, it's anime. Black Star, where it's from.
Couldn't tell you, but I know it.
Seriously? Full Metal Alchemist. I can't believe you remember that.
I'm sorry.
Is that like Full Metal Jacket but alchemists?
No. I mean, in fact.
You should watch it though.
Yep, you should watch it. Kratos.
How do you spell?
Anime.
False.
That's-
Oh, anime.
That's a-
Creta.
I'm gonna go with Black Star on this one.
I said false.
False. Okay. It is anime. Black Star, where anime is from.
I don't know.
Full Metal Alchemist again.
Oh, was this Beyond the Gate?
No.
Black Star sucks.
Black Star needs to get on his game.
It's been a long day.
Monster Rat.
Oh my god, that's so obviously fake.
Fake.
Monster
Go-
Rat.
Go with the anime.
Anime?
Mm-hmm.
It's a real country. It's in the Caribbean.
What's it called?
Seriously?
Monster Rat.
Monster Rat.
Yep. I knew this country because my dad had to work there several times.
It's a nudist.
It's not a
No, he
nudist.
said he knew this.
I knew.
Sorry.
You gotta bring it to a whole new
Yeah.
level.
I need to go there.
Yeah. It's a Caribbean country.
Huh.
Britannia.
Anyway.
Rio.
I'm gonna say real.
Anime.
Oh.
Which anime is it?
I don't know.
I don't know why you keep asking him.
I'm afraid we haven't watched this one.
Yak?
Code Geass.
Yeah, I've actually never watched Code Geass yet. So that's why I know that one.
Okay. The Reunion Islands.
True.
That sounds kind of real to me.
Yeah.
Anime.
We should go have a reunion there.
Yeah.
Reunion show we could do there.
For reals.
It's a real place.
Woo! We're taking a trip! Oh, next month!
It's in East Africa.
Oh. No. No offense. Too many bugs. Too many bugs.
Okay. The Mushroom Kingdom.
No, that's
False.
Is that from My Little
Anime.
Pony?
Or, yeah, anime.
My Little Pony. My Little Pony.
I guess technically,
It's more of a video game.
yes.
I know that one.
Yeah.
Great question.
It was a trick question. Which video game is it from?
It's me, Mario.
Good job!
Wow, you got one!
He's giving a cookie.
Remember that C I told you about? That's the reason why.
I don't understand.
I don't show my work.
Oh.
Okay. Awesome. I'm glad that worked out.
Last but not least, the final question. The best question. The question for all you viewers.
For their listeners.
The listeners. Go ahead.
They're viewers too. I'm just saying.
Yes, we're on YouTube.
What is the forbidden fruit?
The Forbidden Fruit.
Oh, the forbidden fruit is like the hottest hot guy or the hottest hot girl ever. That it's like, there's no way in hell they're gonna choose you.
No, that's not the Forbidden
right.
Fruit.
The vagina?
No.
You mean the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice?
No. No Tupac quotes. No. Okay. The Forbidden Fruit, you okay, Black Star? Is something you know you shouldn't want or have.
Oh, the bad girl or the bad boy.
It's more like messing with the married guy,
Oh.
the married woman, someone who's taking. What do you consider the forbidden fruit?
Screw that business. I don't want to deal with that. I don't like competition. Psst.
Okay.
It's simple. Like like in like certain countries, you shouldn't mess with a certain culture. You shouldn't. They say you don't connect. Like in the olden days, white people shouldn't mix with black people.
Mm-hmm.
Those kind of things where it would be forbidden. Society do not encourage it.
I feel like the forbidden fruit though always changes because society always changes.
That's a good point.
And
Good
I
point.
feel like forbidden fruit can also change based on what your family's values, morals are, depending on who they think you're supposed to be with, who they think you're supposed to want.
Okay.
Arranged marriage.
Okay. But in the sense of media, do you love watching stories about the forbidden fruit? About the
Yeah, you want to see.
It's intriguing.
Yeah, you want to see how and if they'll get together, and like in what way, and will their family turn around and see this as what it's supposed to be.
Right. So y'all love watching the home wrecker? The guy
It's
taking...
entertaining.
That's all
I
it
want
is.
that bastard to get caught.
Yeah. Revenge.
When I think forbidden fruit, I don't think of the married person because I'm not going to mess with that.
That's considered forbidden fruit, though.
But personally, I'm not going to mess with that. That takes too much time. I want more attention than someone's willing to give to 2 different people, if not 5 different people.
Well, I know mainstream anime doesn't touch that topic as much.
Nope.
Like, I think I've seen 1 or 2, but it's not really popular. Because usually the rule is once the character is married, that's it. Person is off limits, and that's even if she or he were into this person before moment he or she got married, it's over. You should never even have any kind of feelings for them. It's done. Your feelings died when they put a ring on it.
Mm.
That's how anime treats that.
And where's the Beyonce? Oh, oh, oh.
Nice. I like the hip switch.
I try.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like in our society that if you are going out with a wedding ring, you get hit on more times than you go out when you just are like completely available, because people like that challenge, and they like what we were talking about. They like the chase.
Well,
That's actually very true.
I don't know if it's more of a challenge. I know a lot of guys and women, and it's based on some friends. I'm not gonna call names, and you don't know all of them, Lady Megatron, so I'm not gonna say.
Oh, whatever.
And I know some of them mess with married individuals because they know that they don't have to invest so much time into them. Because,
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
you know, girls who mess with married guys know that they can do their thing and they'll hook up with the married guy when they have free time and he have free time. And they don't have to always go out with him and call him all the time. It's just more of something. They're, when they need something, they're calling. It's that kind of relationship.
It's like a sugar daddy.
I now say they need more money. Sugar daddy is no money. It's not sugar daddy, is no money. That's all it is. It's all a neutral sexual thing. That's a lot of times how the forbidden fruit go. So I guess that's all just about movies where homework can happen.
Yeah.
I was asking you, have y'all watched? I'm pretty sure y'all watch the what's it called, Notebook,
Mm-hmm.
right? Was the main male character a homeworker?
No, they weren't married yet.
Mm-mm.
So it's only count if they're married? Because then he was engaged to her, right? If I remember the movie
Yeah,
right.
you're right. They were engaged. But it was true love, according to the movie.
He stole homeboy's girl. That's what happened.
They were meant to be.
They were meant to be. That's how it works.
Yeah.
But you pose a good point. So what if that day would have come when they get married, and then she sees Ryan Gosling, and then she's like, "Oh man, I need your body," and then they get all crazy once again. I mean, it could have been just like a day away.
Let's say forbidden fruits.
Mm.
Alright. So, anything else to add there?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Thanks for listening. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Come back next time. It's